Alright, so in this video I want to show you how I'm building the bed for the 3D printer. So I've started with this plexiglass piece. You can use some of this wood flooring. You can use two pieces of this, or because I had this plexiglass and it's transparent and nice, I'm using this one. If you have two of these, the same, but I think this one is cheaper. I think like this is the cheapest version. You can go buy to a local hardware store, buy one piece. It's like 1 meter, and you can cut 2 pieces of this. Alright, so you see this one is cut by hand, so it's not very straight. Do not try the jigsaw on the plexiglass because it will melt and make a mess. So you have to cut it by hand. At least I don't have a better version for now. My cut is not very straight, but it doesn't matter. Okay, then I'm gonna use these springs. So this bolt, it's 4mm. So I'm having a set of these drills for wood, and I'm using the 4mm one. This one. You drill 4 holes. Okay, after I did this, because this bolt, it's, you see it has this head at an angle, I'm using this. It's a punch for starting the holes, so they don't so the drill doesn't go all over the place. Anyway, you can just go here and you see make this conical hole. So when you put this bolt, it goes flush. Alright, so this is gonna be the top, bottom. And then I have this one for the bottom. This one I cut it with this jigsaw. It's a very cheap jigsaw. It's like 20 euro. Alright, so I'm putting this, I'm fixing it with this. Start the holes, then remove this and finish the holes. The next step we need to do is find the middle. So take a ruler, make one mark like this, and then from these corners one more, and the intersection is the middle here. Alright, next you take this, you go to the printer. So we have this bracket. Just put a piece of tape over this, take some sharp thing, like I put a few holes. Alright, so you take a screw, just push the holes. I did it off camera because it's hard to do it with one hand. Then you remove this, you come to your piece here, and you're gonna stick it with this all over the middle and drill these holes here, so we can connect this bottom to that. Alright, so after you drill the holes, one thing you need to check, because I didn't and I had to undo everything, you need to check that these bolts can move freely in these holes, because you see this one it's stuck. It only goes with force in here, so you will not be able to adjust this, so they need to move as freely as they can around here. So we take this and we align a bit these holes to make them until all of them go easily. Alright, so how you do this, you put 3 of them, the ones that go easier, and then with 3 of them you drill a bit this hole like this, and you continue the same with all of them. Alright, so you can see they move freely now, all of them. Alright, so I've made a small change here. So I've cut this piece of wood from here to lower this, because now I'm using basically these two spacers to put the wood bed, bottom bed on top of here, and in order to gain maximum movement around here, so I've put the magnet here on this screw, and I've drilled through two small holes for these two screws. I've removed this connector. You see, you can see it has this plastic spacer that was taking too much space, so I removed that. I pushed the pins down and cut them at the bottom. And I also use this flat connector compared to this one, which is pretty big. Alright, so now when this homes, see, the light turns on. So this is the end stop, and as you can see, we're using, this is the end of the road, so to say, for this. So I'm using all the space available here with this version right now. Let me move this a bit further. So I will balance it over this. It's a bit hard with one hand, but let's see. Alright, so you see it sits on those spacers. Now I'm gonna move it from here by hand. So you see it clears everything. It's not touching anything around here. And when the magnet gets close enough, see, it has triggered. So this is the end, and you see it's very close to the end. So we have here, this is the X part, basically the length of the profile from here to here. You see I have these connectors where the black bolts are. Those translate to this base plate I have. So we have these holes here and here. They're 34 centimeters apart, exactly the length of this. So the middle, it's 17 in order to put the y-axis. But from this middle, okay, so the other axis is this one. The middle will be exactly on this screw here, and the print head, it's actually here on the bottom of this. So from here up to here we have 6 millimeters, so that's 6 centimeters. Alright, so now the middle, because I have the print head, it's offsetted to either side you decide to put it. In my case, I will put it with in this part. So we have to offset it 6 millimeters from here. So that's exactly here. So 16 plus 17 plus 6 is 23 here, and I just drilled 2 new holes here. One hole from this one, it's gonna be the one from here, And the second one, it's this one that comes here. I think I'm also gonna cut a bit this piece of the profile so I can put the motherboard here. Alright, so here on this part, because I'm using this bolt to go through in order to be flush, after you drill, so okay, so this is 5mm drill. Now we need to make it bigger, so for that I'm using this. So the way you do this, you take one of these extended drills and you go up to 10mm. Take it out and then we put 2 of 10mm washers. 1, 2, and then one of these bolts. One here